Hello, y'all. Welcome to an 11 Rips. Today we're going to talk about meditation. And I'm pretty sure that Winnie is getting home right about now. She's going to unlock the door, and I'm going to finish this joint. She's going to see what I'm doing, and I'm just going to keep doing it. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
I've just tuned in and dialed in and started an 11 Rips. Like it just happened. I'm going to keep going.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Okay, so guys, today I want to talk about meditation. As I finish to roll up this joint, I want to talk about meditation. I want to rip about meditation because I think when I bring up meditation and me as now a practice meditator, I often talk about these like kind of mystic experiences of self-awareness. And I'm not even really concerned for the folks that like don't care about that or don't know about that, because really that's not what meditation isn't. That's not what meditation is for. It isn't for that. As much as that's an achievable space to be for everyone, I believe. Kind of when you relinquish your ego and you drift into the oneness and you gain amazing clarity. That's like a mind practice. That's like an eventual result that you almost get by accident, that happens in and with the mind and of the mind. And then that affects your emotions and feelings, which affects your physical. But what I really want to just say about meditation is like it's a physical practice. As much as it's practicing stillness, it's actually for your body. Our DNA in our body is much older in terms of our relationship with the human consciousness, interacting with it, than the mind. We've only been with the mind for 100 years, 200 years. When did we start writing? When did humans start documenting writing? So yeah, it's much younger regardless, whereas we've been with our bodies and DNA this whole time. So yeah, I wanted to talk about meditation as the physical practice that it is. Internally, in your skull, and this is what's going on in your brain is as you first start to try to meditate, and this is the hardest part. This is like trying to run 500 meters with no training. Like, of course you're only going to make it a little bit. Of course. You're not going to sit down and meditate for 10 minutes. It took me 2 years. I sat down, put a 10-minute guided meditation on, and tried to sit there, and I would get up. I would get up after 30 seconds, and I'd walk around, but I was aware that that guided meditation was still playing. I'd listen to it as I'd go and I would fiddle. I would just go around and pretend I was cleaning up and fiddle because it hurt too much to sit still. And I understand that a lot of folks are like that. A lot of friends are like that. A lot of friends reach out and say, yo, Ellevan, I appreciate what you're saying on the podcast, but it's not that easy, fam. And I'm like, true that. At first, it's not that easy. That's true. It's like trying to go to the gym and bench 300 pounds right away. It's not the move. So why do I bring up the point that this is a physical practice? Well, because I feel when folks get kind of discouraged, they think that they're supposed to be getting some sort of major mind spiritual enlightenment, or you're supposed to ascend to the perspective of, monks, or you're supposed to just be a peaceful person and not use the fire that you have in you anymore. That's not it at all. That's not meditation at all. It's pretty much the opposite. It will gear you to use your fire in whatever direction you wish. You don't become just calm overnight because you sit still for 10 minutes or 2 minutes or whatever you can do right now. So the physical practice of meditation is truly just the alignment of yourself. I did today what we call dance with the devil, but I did it successfully, meaning I got out before anything hooked me or I got dragged in. When I got up, I made my coffee first, did my gratitude journal first, and replied to an email or two and checked social media. But here's the thing. I woke up happy. So there was no resistance. There was no weight I already had on me. I felt free. I had the opportunity to lay in a little bit longer than every day with my dog, Ralph. So I was in a good space. So that's still, after being a consistent meditator for 6 years now, that's still risky and dangerous for me to even give 5 minutes, 10 minutes of email. You shouldn't look at your phone, really. That's what I consider. But then I say, how do I meditate? YouTube with my phone and my headphones. So, yeah, really, what's really going on is that me and Winnie say this too. I don't. Oh, that tastes so good. Cherry burst from Highland. Cheers. I don't know how to achieve a mental, spiritual discipline without doing it physically first. Even mental, I had to start working out before I could really learn how to channel my physical energy. And then you see the manifestations of that, and it moves your fitness goals along and your personal goals along, and you start to expand. It's like the most easiest way to observe the human manifestation when you're working with fitness. But meditation is like a subcategory of a physical discipline, if you ask me. I'm not always shooting for mental enlightenment. Mental enlightenment can come with working things out in your conscious self, even. I have split feelings about therapy. I think everyone should start doing therapy, but once you get a grasp on it, rerunning painful memories and being enabled to do so isn't valuable either. So I think it's like once you start to move those gears, you can probably, move on to now practices. I think sometimes people think therapy is like an enabling of past memories that are causing you hurt or trauma that has, tarnished your character somehow, and you got to go in and fix that, and that can be scary. But I think with the idea with therapy is allowing yourself to reflect.
Welcome back to 11 Rips. Welcome back to 11 Rips. And welcome back to 11 Rips. I'm 11. You may know me from one of the various things that I have achieved and accomplished over the years. Book, 365 music videos and songs in 1 year. I have a movie out. I mean, it's not out, but I have a movie. People are going to know about it, and it's going to really cause some waves in the movie scene. So those are just a few of the places that you might know me from, and I'm here to talk about really important things that will affect your life in really important ways. So listen up with your ears, and if you just shut the fuck up for a second, I will bless you with everything that I have to offer.
Okay, Winnie blessed us with some hilarity, and that was super fun. But let's get back to meditation here. So yeah, the physical practice of meditation is more so just like stretching. Like if you've ever played like a sports game or anything, and you've made a priority to like stretch before you do that thing, well, you're just settling. You're settling before you go and do. So to like create an expression, whether that be a manifestation of an experience, of a dollar amount, of interaction, a relationship, a thing, a physical thing you wish to create or acquire, whatever you want your life to be, the starting point of the expression, the more clear and settled it is when it starts, the easier you can create like a finite point of focus for your day to go, and that starts with the body. How about resting your heart rate for a moment? Without stressing yourself out in your head, on your phone, news media, friends who are in the sauce, or things that may require your attention, yes, but not right now. Rest your joints, rest your body, breathe, and you can feel your body calibrate. as I sit down, so as I told you, I kind of danced with the devil a little bit today, and I did a couple things before my meditation, and the reason why I tell you that is to tell you this: as I sat down in meditation, I had a longer way to go. I had to walk down the ladder of my ego that I had built, and ego meaning the identity that you need to interact with the world. I'm not saying rid yourself of it. Give yourself a moment. Give yourself the observer, the creator, the inner you, your heart. Give time to that. Before you give time to others, time is the most valuable thing, as much as it's made up. The concept of time, your life is this non-linear expression. Your life is this multi-dimensional experience that you're having in your emotions and your thoughts. If you're connected to your higher being, you're listening for these messages and signals from the universe. Some people call it intuition. Some people call it, I get messages, I get angel messages, whatever it may be. You are resonating with frequencies that have substance, and this substance is received through your imagination. And if your body is not in alignment, I don't know how your mind is. I just don't know. Maybe there's someone who has, but I'm just saying I don't know a way through. So if I'm going to talk about anything, it's going to be about what I know. And peace and happiness are the nicest intentions to have. And life is going to ask that you engage with different energies along your path, whatever you may choose to do. And a lot of people think that, I can't choose my life. You're choosing your life. It's not like you can't. You literally are. You can't. You cannot can't. You must. Because even if you're caught, you think in a job that you have to go back to, that's you're putting on your shoes every morning, homie, and going there. So once you're in touch with the root of where you are, I think so many folks don't give themselves the time that you deserve to understand where you are. And I was there too, homies. That's why I talk about it. And I was just swinging in the dark for years. And I was baffled why nothing was happening. And when I started to become more self-aware, bigger shifts started to happen in my perceivable, third dimension reality. So I drew it back to what I was thinking about and how I could control that. And then I started to meditate from a point of wanting to manifest. I was lured in, I was drawn in by the mysticism of it. And now, over half a decade meditating, I still don't get there every day. But I treat it like the gym in the way where I'm an intuitive eater. I'm also an intuitive fitness self-coach. I just, if I'm supposed to work on shoulders today, but I just don't feel strong in that area and I can't get there, I just don't. I'll just go for a long walk, or I'll just do some leg exercises, or I'll just do some curls or push-ups or whatever. But and that some could say that's copping out, but it's not like I won't get back to it. It's not like I didn't just adjust the day. I was going to do legs the next day. I did that today. I'll do shoulders tomorrow. It's about this connection with yourself and checking in, because life can feel so hard. Not hard like difficult, that too, but physically hard if you're just constantly fucking shoving yourself in a box and say, do it, get in there. And it's I'm not being kind with myself. And I think how it spirals into that is those micro moments of, in the morning, you ask yourself, hey, should I give myself 5 minutes to meditate at least? And by the way, there's something neurological that I can't fully articulate quite yet. I'm going to do research and come back on this, and it will be an everlasting conversation. And if people want to put in the comments, if you know more about it, please, I'm so open to learning about it. Please hit me if you know anything about this. But meditation has a certain special point, and for me, it's 15 minutes. I meditate every day, no matter what, for 10. I'll meditate 5, like in the middle of the day if I need a little recharge or something, or a little settling. But you know, something happens at 15 where you really are connected to somewhere else. Maybe it's just the fact that you've been like semi-conscious with your eyes closed in your surrounding for this long, so you've reminded yourself that you're creating your feelings not based on your exterior senses. You're creating your feelings within. Because say if I'm sitting down for a 15 meditation, the last 5 are when I'm really in it, and the first 5 I'm completely still awake, just sitting there, like completely like I am right now. This is happening in my brain all the time. And then impulses, ideas, insecure thoughts, secure thoughts. Today I was lucky, like I mentioned. I had some time to play, and I managed to stay positively focused like pretty much the whole time. And that was really cool. So meditation is more the practice of giving yourself time. It's a self-worth thing. So that's like where you got to end up first. And then if you're not there, just have that conversation with yourself. That's where enlightenment happens. That's what I was talking about, is enlightenment. Well, why aren't I giving myself the time for myself first before I give it away to everyone else? Well, I don't feel very worthy. Well, why? When will I feel worthy? When I get that thing, when I accomplish that thing, when I do that thing, when that result shows itself to me. Well, how am I going to get that result that I feel like I want, but I'm going to have to be worthy to really get it? How am I going to get there unless I'm doing things for myself now that cause worthiness? Like giving yourself time and letting your body calibrate and letting your heart rate settle, and trusting yourself with an idea that you can manifest it, believing that you can actually do something if you put your mind to it. That's a whole other conversation. And you go down this whole ladder and you realize how much you've been self-sabotaging just because you've never took the time to think about it. It's not even like you've been doing anything wrong. It's just like you can do and have and be so much more if you become aware of at least the starting point. And that's exactly what it is. It's a starting point. It's not like you'll be there forever. Like, I think we're so scared to look at things sometimes. Oh, my career is here, and oh, I'm this old, and well, it's literally cannot be that way forever. It's either going to get better or worse in whatever direction you want to push it, but it cannot stay. It will not stay. You will not stay. This bitch is moving. And if we don't make some choices to make it better along the way, then we're like plateauing the human experience, and the evolution of humans is kind of suffering from that. Like, how you feel is bigger than how just you feel. It's that is the selflessness of actually getting yourself right first. Sometimes people say like it's selfish to take care of yourself first. No, it's actually selfless, because you're giving the world and people a better you, and then everyone benefits better. You earn more, you give more, then you create more, so you see more and you experience more and you meet more people. How are you going to do all that without starting from a clean, clear center place? Maybe you fluke. Maybe you're lucky. Maybe if you're lucky, put it in the comments. Let me know. I want to know. I want to know about your lucky life where you haven't needed to meditate yet so far. I'd love to. I'd love to know. And yeah, guys, if you're looking for meditations, we started making them. Anything we're a fan of. That's why I do music. I'm such a fan. It saved my life. That classic thing to say, but it's true. I back it up. Winnie literally bases her identity as a person around being an awesome actor because she is one. So she manifests those experiences. And the book I wrote, that's definitely right. I'm just going down the list of when he said these things about me. But yeah, give it a shot if you don't do it often. Meditation, real cool, good thing, nice for your heart, good for your family, longer life, better day, better focus in your spiral of consciousness into your creations, your manifestations. Remember, manifestations aren't just like piles of money and coffees that you manifest for free throughout the day, or opportunities and trips. They could be relationships. A manifestation could be anything, an experience, a feeling, an emotion is a manifestation, you know? Okay, shout out Corey for the hat. Shout out Richard Pryor for being the greatest. Taught me so much. Stand-up comedy is self-aware. There's enlightenment in making light of things. Light. We are light. Stay well. Check out Disciplined Stoners Meditations. We also have affirmations. I have some funky prosperity affirmations. We have our track out, The Weed. Winnie wrote a dope hook. We that the weed, we are the weed, we are the weed, we are the weed. So cool. I sampled a little jazz piece from it. Check it out. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play that here, starting to roll out this 11 rips to finish her off. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. Tune in every Friday, 7 p.m. EST for a new episode. And stay tuned. We have some really, really exciting guests. Like, oh my God, people I'm a fan of. Okay, cool. Bye. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. 11 rips. Babe, I finished another one.
I'ma bet on me, it's why I said homie. Whole team ready, set, yeah, rep on 3.